All right. Well, folks should be able to hear us, see us. And if you're true masochists and you have the extension Smell Us, I don't recommend turning that on today, but there it is. Anyone out there watching, let us know how our audio levels are. It's always a problem.
Audio.
Yeah. But we're back tonight doing some Shadowrun using the Powered by the Apocalypse system. And our players and characters tonight. Christopher, who you playing?
Oh, I was just checking our audio. It sounds okay. I am Christopher. I am playing Techno G, the elven kind of rigger slash hacker who takes care of the techno side of things, hence the name Techno G.
Mm-hmm. Nice. And Chuck.
Hey, I'm playing Ivan, our mage. I light things on fire and I turn people invisible. And despite what Scout says, I'm good at my job.
Yes, there is that. Jeff.
Not only are you good at your job, but you actually have a job, unlike some people.
Oh,
I am not Scout. I am actually a functional individual. I am a dwarven street samurai, and I've been dipping into face a little bit of the party, and I own a laundry service. It's pretty great. Steve,
Nice.
Squeaky Cleaners.
They get the blood out. That's like, that's the byline.
Yeah, the blood out.
We get the
Perfect.
blood out.
Yeah.
All right, Steven.
I am the squeaky cleaner scout. I do have a job in this crew, despite the shade being thrown at me. I am the muscle. However, we just happen to be very good at not getting in fights. So it may seem like I don't always have a role, but I'm there to be the giant guy in the background, scaring people off. I am playing Scout, the half-orc ex-cop. I am the conscience of the group, the Jiminy Cricket, if you will, and they love me despite the shade they throw at me.
He didn't get the memo, guys.
Yeah, well.
He didn't get the memo. Okay.
Sometimes I think Steven's not playing a character. Sometimes I think maybe it's Steven. Like this,
Nice.
he believes what he's saying, maybe.
Yes,
That's how good I am that I convince
Mind
you.
blowing.
And I apologize for the boxes being off tonight. Chuck, there is a box within a box with Jeff's head intruding.
I'm still pretty. It was a box in a box. Plus,
There
there's
we
little
go.
Jeff to help round me out.
Yeah, there we go. Sorry, guys. I'm just rubbish at getting these things cropped right. I did not want to spend the time. So there we go. Yeah, Chuck is just just fist Chuck, Jeff. Just right up in there. Just puppet him.
Oh.
All right, guys.
What's that? Family Squares? No. Hollywood Squares. Poke each
You
other.
forgot Hollywood Square, yeah.
Poke each other.
I think you just dated yourself, Christopher. I mean,
No, it's on now. Oh,
Is
maybe
it?
not. I don't know.
All right, yeah,
Man,
syndication
you're really old.
somewhere.
So
I am really
very
old. This month I turn really, really old.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's exciting.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if I'm just gonna like turn to dust. See, Ashley knows.
And we doubly know Steven didn't get the memo because he's not wearing a hat tonight like everyone
Oh,
else.
dude.
I mean, I do have a wizard hat within reach that I could wear.
Yeah,
It's acceptable.
All right, guys. Shadowrun. Last time we played,
that's
we were
magnificent.
down a runner, and you were making plans to invade the Aztechnology pyramid. Some information
Right.
was gotten. I just gave some pay data here to Techno-G about what each floor, the 72-floor pyramid of the Aztechnology area has, as well as its population of 5,000 people, and how you guys are going to infiltrate that. So what we're doing tonight, audience and folks here, we're going to use the Doom Bar as part of this game system where when you reach the end of the bar, what's going to happen is Aztechnology is going to know that you're there, okay? So as you mess up rolls, as you fail rolls, that bar will increase. If you do really well on things, you can have it decrease. So we'll see how that goes. But there is a timer being set on this, and that the more that you do, the more that you risk that bar hitting the end. making your run very difficult at that point. So let's take up. You guys were plotting and planning in the van because basically you guys have been run to ground. All your safe places may have been turned over, may have been compromised at this point. Some of you, I think, are still pretty banged up. Is that not the fact? I think Christopher, Techno G, your character's still pretty banged up, aren't they? As he checks his character sheet.
I think I'm okay.
I think I'm
I
all right
think-
too.
Yeah.
I actually do have some wounds from when I got shot, like the second session I played.
Mm-hmm. Right.
In combat.
Well, okay. I have some things to say about that, but we should just move on. So, yeah. I see how it's going.
Christopher?
I'm really bad off. I
Yeah.
have 6 of 7.
Okay, well, the captain there threw some bits at us in at the beginning. If anybody actually wants to tap those for healing,
Ooh.
It's not a bad idea.
yeah,
We got
so-
500 bits worth.
100 bits will allow you to roll your stamina. And then every 2 points you get on that roll is going to be a point of physical healed.
Nice.
Yeah, so if you want to tap into some of those bits, go for it.
Hey, so I got 5 there?
You did.
That's
Technology
good. I had
only
5
got
wounds.
3.
Got 3. Well, now I'm halfway.
Right.
4
Well,
of 8.
Thank you
use-
for the bits. You saved me.
Christopher, you want to use another 100?
Yeah, can I?
Yeah. You
Alright,
guys can
alright.
use them all you want to. You don't have to ask me.
Oh, look at that. Another shitty roll. I'm down to 1, though, so that's
Yeah.
all right.
Okay.
That's not bad.
I probably won't die right away.
So you guys have some highfalutin healing there from slap patches that you just dug out of your asses. Yeah, there we go. So let's pick up there, guys. You are going over the data you have about the pyramid, going in through the front doors. Unless you can find some really good cover, it's not impossible. I mean, they do business with outside contractors and such. I mean, so you could try to fake your way in through the front gates. The security is really heavy, and you've got the underground route through the sewers, but you don't know where it actually leads up into the pyramid because they didn't have to file blueprints because they are a city unto themselves. But the sewer system did have to be filed.
I don't know. I feel like the sewer system initially, we're coming out somewhere where we don't know where it's at, but wow, Captain, that's
My gosh.
yeah.
What's that put him
You're saving
at?
our butts.
1104 is a favorite number? I'm confused.
Well, whatever
Happy
that favorite
birthday,
number it
604?
is for the captain there. Thank you very
Someone's
much.
birthday.
604?
Yeah. that will-
604? No, he already did 5. That's 1104.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Sewer seems like we're gonna get in safer, maybe. Less chance of getting gunned down right at the get-go.
Didn't we have?
They'll
Don't we
smell
have
us
to?
once we're in there, though.
If we go through the sewers, don't we have to cut through something?
Ooh, that
Likely.
sounds
Recall?
familiar.
Yeah, likely.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was part of the when we read
Yeah,
the
it sounds
schematics.
familiar.
There was something that said we would have to cut through some metal plate or wall or something. I can't remember what it was.
Yeah, this isn't going to be like Shawshank sewers with the grate at the end, is it?
Well,
The
every
other
sewer
downside-
should have a grate. Catch all the big.
I mean, the other downside of going to the sewers is we don't know where we're coming out. Like, we're
Yeah.
gonna have to improvise almost immediately. So we'll already be off script at that point and have to just sort of wing it.
But that is where we do best.
Yep.
So if we try to go in through the front door, why don't we see if we can find some company up in one of the malls?
Right.
And-
Well, yeah. We could either try to falsify an ID as a resident, and then we could get up to the mall levels, with their 38 and 39. Then we're up. We're like halfway up already.
And we could go back to our normal playbook and just business, got a cleaning job or
Yeah.
that kind of thing. It's not a lie.
Yeah. If we can find a
Sort of.
company up in the malls, maybe fake a work order somehow.
Yeah.
I like that.
All right. Well,
would
that
be
sounds like
techno,
a plan.
Faking the work order.
Yeah. So that's the first order of business then. Faking a work order. So I guess finding the name of a company that works out of the mall would be the first step in doing that.
This sounds like a check the situation roll.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Techno G, if you're on
All
that.
right, you want me to do it? Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Okay. What do you want to know?
Three. Oh, I get 3 questions. Okay. Oh, and +1 if +1 forward. Okay. Who does the cleaning of the mall?
Company called Acme Best. It's actually got a picture of Wile E. Coyote as their icon.
Did you hear that, Jeff? Into
Yeah.
Acme Best. Acme Best is the cleaner. Is that for the just for the mall or for the whole building?
It is for the
This
entire
one, yes.
complex. Yeah.
It's cleaner for the whole.
Are they an outside vendor or are they based inside?
They have an office inside, but their cleaning company brings trucks and cleaning supplies from outside to do the job.
There we go.
Yeah. Go
Okay.
steal one of their trucks, their outfits, find out when their next drop is supposed to be.
Right. So the third question, since Chuck asked my second
Oh,
question.
my bad. Yeah.
It's fine. It was a good question. Can we get their itinerary of when the trucks come and the supplies they drop off and stuff
Yes.
like that?
Yeah. It's not particularly protected. Easy enough to get. They actually have 3 days this week, today being one.
Cannot spell like itinerary. Oh my god.
You can do it. I believe in you.
Itinerary. Thanks for
So-
the help, Jeff.
Today,
You know how to spell it, I'm sure.
they are scheduled to wash the exterior of the pyramid, which, it's glass and steel on the outside, so it's going to have a lot of gantry work and window washing. That's what's scheduled today. 2 days from now, they're scheduled to do basically just a cleaning out of the ventilation systems, replacing filters, that sort of thing. And then the day after, they're scheduled for floor waxing.
Okay, so outside cleaning is today,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then filtration system.
2 days from now, and then the day after,
2 days.
buffing the floors.
Wax, floors, 3 days. All right, so I shared all of this. Filtration system could be good because we might be able to get in and off cameras. Otherwise, waxing the floors, we can just walk around if we pose as that cleaning company there, Gantu.
Yeah, the only downside is we got to wait 2 days for that. We don't know what's going to happen potentially with Murlock in that time.
Or yourselves. Remember, you've got no place to lay low other than this
Yeah.
van right now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Van's all you need.
yeah.
It's starting to smell like a
Over
bunch
your
of
head.
guys who are afraid for their lives and got some
It's a
flop
van.
sweat going on.
Starting to smell like real life is what it smells like. Grittiness to it.
It's got a solar shower on top.
Got a walnut odor going on in here. Which one you got walnuts?
Nacho chips.
That's my bad.
So that's the only downside to that.
Who microwaved fish in the van?
That was
Oh God! I will go into combat right now.
I didn't do the fish thing. I just have an assortment of cheeses.
The
I like
stinkiest,
cheese.
the best.
Yeah, it's all right.
Jesus.
So yeah, if we waited 2 days, so we might have a dead Morlock on our hands, and who knows what state we're gonna be in.
I mean, well, I'm not familiar with outside building cleaning, so do you feel like that is a way we could get into the building? Since
I
you
mean-
think the outside of it.
I would
Probably.
imagine if. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, usually they dangle those carts off the roof, and you squeegee your way down, don't you? I don't know. I've never
Yeah.
done.
I mean, that's how we do it in Steve Squeaky Cleaners. Get those little rafter things. Start, I mean, there's a technical term for it. I won't bore y'all. And you just kind of lower yourself.
I'll give this to Gontu because you're in the business. Gontu, you might do it that way because you pour. You pour. But most cleaning companies use bots these days.
Bots. There's just no sense in using bots for that. It doesn't make any sense. Automation is just the ruin of our economy, is what it is. But hey, that's just me.
It's true.
I
It is
agree.
just you. And Ivan.
I agree.
So, I mean, that does allow you the opportunity then to potentially hack into some of them cleaning bots, and who knows what that might
Yeah.
give us in terms of access. I mean, it gives us a reason to be clinging to the outside or near, or on side or something like that at the very least.
Yeah. I don't know. If it's all bots, then I don't see how that gets us in, though.
Well, Bert, would Gantu know that vent cleaning is also all bots?
Some bots. I mean, usually people have to physically change the filters out. The bots go down the network of tubes to clean it out from the inside, but humans change the filters.
Okay. But wouldn't humans probably have to refill, cleaning fluid and stuff, or
Yeah.
for the other ones too? So we'd be on site for a reason, and if we can kind of mess it,
Yeah. And usually for the more professional people, they don't rely on dog brains on their remote units. So it's a 1-to-1. There's one human controlling one bot that's cleaning, because then you do
Does,
a
like,
better
drone
job
work.
supposedly, and there's
Yeah.
more safety, and
Oh,
you're not going to break something, etc.
it's a job I'm qualified for.
There you go.
About time you lend aid to the damn cleaning service. But
Get out of my van.
Actually, I don't think we're in
Shoot.
your van, because your van
think
got
we're in my
shot
van.
up pretty bad.
Shut up.
What? Who shot
How
up my
about
van?
you, Techno G? No, here, let me just open that door for you, and I push him out into the street. We're
All right.
driving, right?
The
High
same
speed.
people that shot you up, Techno G.
Just take all my data with me.
I'm just sitting there happy that I'm not the one being shoved out the door this time.
And to add a further piece of complexity to your thinking, I know, but it's been weeks since we played last. Don't forget that you've got a suitcase AI.
Right.
With
It's
you.
been chugging away at something.
Yeah. I think you put it on unraveling the code, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You said it was going to take 2 days
Yeah.
to unravel the Murlock's video file. I've got that. Core dump from the video recording, cassette tape, video file from the spider of her arrival, stuff in his hidden space, and evidence from the roof. I have a list of things I've got. Things to enjoy. This is in my notes. Things to enjoy: the coffee and the caviar.
There you go.
This place looks terrible. Sipping a coffee I just made. That sounds like technology.
I don't know. I really dig the time crunch with Morlock and the fact that we've got nowhere to hide. But I think the easiest way for us to get in is they gotta have someone pushing those floor waxers.
Yeah.
I
What
don't know.
What if we use the outside cleaning as just like a surveillance, and then that sets us up for the next two. So I can go in as a drone operator because I'm highly qualified at that, and scope out some stuff.
Okay. So if we go to this cleaning joint, steal us some uniforms, steal us some badges. You can show up tomorrow, run one of their drones.
Maybe have one of my drones. No, my drones are in bad shape. I don't recall what the status of that is. One's missing. That's right. One was shot down. Who was that? Vincent or Bob?
You've got one operable drone, is what it comes down to.
Yeah, so it was the one that was firing,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right? Okay, good. Because then the other one is the one that has the tactical and sensor package on it, the sensor 3 package on it. That's Bob. So I have Bob. Okay. So maybe I can just. What if I can carry. Are the drones in the building, or does the cleaning company bring them
The
with
cleaning
them?
company brings everything. The company has like a small office. Like if you notice in the what's on each level of the pyramid, there are a lot of office spaces. So the cleaning
Right.
company has a small office in the building, basically just to get the contracts and to send them out.
So I can just bring a drone case in and be like, "Oh, that's my cleaning drone," because there's no weapons on Bob.
Yeah, I mean, again, you could do that, but considering how large this thing is, one drone is going to look kind of suspicious
Well,
because
but you
that's
said
a
it was
huge task.
it was one person to one drone for the
Right.
cleaning.
So there would be many people with many drones.
Right. So then I'm just one person
Yeah,
in
okay.
a many people with many drones.
Ah, so you want to insert yourself into the real cleaning team that's coming in.
Yeah.
Is that the idea?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's not enough of us to do the whole building ourselves, regardless of how good Gantu is at cleaning stuff.
All
All right. Well, I'm hearing a lot of theories. What do you want to enact? What are we doing for an action here?
Let's go to this cleaning joint.
Okay. They're a
Sounds
big
good.
commercial company, so they've got like almost a city block that their offices and their garages take up. Um, what's your play? We'll say this is this is early afternoon. So you guys rouse and you've done your research.
Okay.
How is security like? Is it gated? Is there some sort of security shed letting people in? Is there a place where like
Most of the
anything like that?
campus is gated, but I mean they take contracts all the time. So like they have a central office that's kind of forward of the complex. That's not people can just drive up and go in.
Give me a little bit of time and I can turn us all invisible and we can try and sneak in again.
Didn't we do some? Isn't there a big magic presence?
Not at.
Oh, not
well, we
here.
don't know if there
Yeah,
is at the cleaning company.
Yeah. I mean,
Oh, the cleaning
Ivan, you can
company.
check to see if there is. I mean, you can go astral and scope it out.
Okay, I'm gonna do that then.
All right. Yeah. Go ahead and give me a roll.
Astral. Oh, hey, there's my experience point.
Yeah. So no, you're not able to tell. I mean, something you're just not able to just gather yourself well enough.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Okay.
It's not.
The
popping
scout's
off right now.
thinking, "Yeah, you suck."
I wasn't gonna say it. I wasn't gonna say it.
So another option is to just follow somebody out of the building, bonk them on the head, steal their stuff.
Yeah. I mean, you're within like what the time people normally go out for lunch. You want to sit and wait and find some people driving away.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Get to the fighting. Make Scout work for his money. We're not giving him money, are we?
Not enough.
Crazy.
Okay. Well, if you wait just 15 minutes, actually, you do catch a group going out for lunch. You see a bunch of guys coming out. They hop in one of the company vans, just one of the smaller ones. They go down a couple of blocks to a fairly nice restaurant called the High Line. Kind of a fancy looking place. These guys must get pretty good money. Gantu.
You know, I was doing quite well until some son of a bitch kind of took all my contracts and ruined me. I'm just saying, like, take that little factor out of it, and I'm quite the entrepreneur.
They were
So-
making good living.
We were.
Highline looks like a steak and potato place, pretty high end. They probably don't sell soy here. It's it's a nice place. There's
What
It's kind of
vehicle?
curious.
not so high end that there's like valet parking or anything, but there is actually a bouncer at the door.
What kind of vehicle did they drive over here in?
Just one of their own company vans, white paneled van, got the company name and the Wile E. Coyote logo on the side.
Well, easy answer is But
Well, how many of them were there?
5.
Oh, that's a lot of people.
Oh, I mean, Scout can take 4 of them.
Mhm.
Well, I was hoping to just have 1 or 2,
4 is simple.
because if 5 people disappear, they're going to be like, what the heck?
Well, how about rather than killing them, why don't we get into their van while they're at lunch and see what we can just find?
Yeah,
For me.
I figured, right.
As
Yeah.
long as we don't steal anything, like we can just like look in the windows.
Right, that's why you're going to
Uh-huh.
run Overwatch here in the van. Make sure they don't come out of the restaurant.
I feel like I should be there in case there is any trouble. That's what I excel at.
You have the
Yeah.
keenest eyes among
That's
us.
true.
Because
We were just talking about that the other day. Yeah.
I'm just standing there
You're very
cross-eyed in front of you
observant.
right
very observant.
See, that cross-eyedness helps, man, because, people don't know where you're looking.
Laser focus. Laser focus.
now. I'm looking at both peripherals all the time.
Yeah, so what do you guys do?
I think we go try to break into it.
All right. You park next to it or a little bit away?
A little bit away.
Parking
yeah.
lot's like half full. I mean, this is kind of late for lunch, but it's still within the, apparently still within the lunch special time, according to their little marquee on the outside.
Ooh.
Shrimp and lobster tail for lunch today.
What?
All right, so that was a yes. You just park right next to it.
Yeah. We don't park next to it. No, we
No.
park at some distance. Yeah, just
Okay.
in case. And then,
Should
yeah,
we all
I'll,
go up or one?
I will. Yeah, I'll get out of our van, and I'll just kind of do kind of a once over of the parking lot, see if there's anybody anybody lingering, something like that, or if
Sure.
any cameras.
Check the
stuff like that.
situation for me.
All right, is that? We're gonna do this. Awareness.
Yes.
Partial success.
Okay. And I'm just going to take the
Uh.
question that you asked prior to the roll. So, there is a bouncer who is taking a pretty good eye on the parking lot since there's not a crowd at the door coming in. Looks like they haven't met their quota yet, so, there's no line. You don't see any cameras. No bots around. You're sure that some of these higher-end cars, because there's some really nice cars in this parking lot, probably have their own security systems and may have their own cameras. Whether or not it's got a field of view beyond just its perimeter, though, you don't know. But nobody actually lingering around that you can tell.
Are
You
you
are
the
within
one-
sight line of that bouncer, though.
Are you the one doing the work, Gantu?
Well, I got this bouncer over here that's looking right at me. I think.
I
don't
can
know.
I can handle that.
He's also cross-eyed, so you can't tell where he's looking.
Yeah.
Can't tell, or he's looking right past me. One of the two.
So what I'm thinking is whoever's going to go break into this van, I'll turn you invisible, and I'm also going to cast silence on the van itself in case it's got a car alarm or something like that.
I think I'm gonna go chat up this bouncer, see if there's any bouncer jobs available too. Just just to keep them a
There
little
you go.
distracted by while it's all happening.
All right.
I can.
You cut out halfway, Steven.
I could use a new job. I'll go with.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes,
Well,
that's a
got
great
you.
idea. I love
Bonus.
that
Great
idea.
You are also distracting Scout. Perfect. So,
Yeah, fantastic. I'm breaking in, apparently.
Okay. I am going to cast invisibility on Techno, and then I'm going to cast silence on the van.
ooh, okay. Go ahead and make those rolls.
Yeah. Let's see. Invisibility is. Hey, I can never remember. It's illusion, and illusion is that one thing. Presence. Okay, got a 12.
Whoa,
Fantastic.
nice.
Okay. Techno G is well enshrouded.
And then silence is also another presence roll. Okay, partial
Okay.
success.
In this case, I'm just going to say it lasts not as long as you expected, but it works.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So I'll hang out in our van, maintain my spells, and kind of keep a lookout for Techno.
Sounds good. Gantu and Scout approaching the bouncer. He steps off a stool. It is a very well dressed, very well manicured orc. He's not a young guy, but he is the rippling muscles underneath that very nice 3-piece kind of gives away that he's no slouch.
On the way, I'm like straightening my suit, fixing
Yeah,
my
see, that's
tie,
the thing.
trying to
That's the
comb my
thing. Since you
hair.
guys are all on the run, I think you're all wearing the onesies that Gantu has for his company. I think that's all you've got.
I've got my suit that I got from the thrift store.
That's true. You have the thrift store suit. Yeah.
I
Okay.
mean, I was nude at one point, so
Yeah.
I don't know.
You're probably in a onesie. So you come up. There's no dress code posted or anything. So he kind of eyes you guys. He's like, "What's up here for the lunch special? You still got another half hour?"
No. We're just actually kind of curious about employment here. We got some experience in security and law enforcement and such, and
I have a very
Just,
strong law enforcement background. Yes, and I'm a
very
worker. I'm a
strong.
hard worker.
yeah. And we're just curious if there's any hiring happening here. Maybe one of the restaurant's other locations, something like that.
I could start immediately. If you need to have a test run or something. I like I said, I'm a real hard worker. I'm a go-getter.
All right. So here's what I'm going to have you do, because it sounds like Scout's slightly undermining you. Before you roll, Jeff, I'm going to have Steven roll first.
Undermining, I'm helping.
Well, we'll see. We'll see if you are or not. So I think it's an advanced move. Give me a second here. Oh, come on. Which one is it? We haven't played in a while, so pardon me. Make them sweat/seduce is the try and convince someone roll. So make that roll for me, Scout.
With presence,
With presence.
-1.
Partial success. Okay, it doesn't hurt you, Gantu.
Okay.
So go ahead and you make that roll.
Can I use my fast talk ability from face?
If you've got a face special ability, sure can.
Yeah. All right. Presence okay?
Yep. Oh, perfect.
All right. 12.
He kind of looks at you guys, and he's like, "Oh, I thought you were one of the customers. Great, I needed a break." And he pulls out a cigarette, offers one to you guys. He says, "Yeah. Hey,
No, thank you. Don't smoke.
oh, that's good. It's a nasty habit. If you guys got your pans on, here." He pulls out his. He doesn't have any circuitry built in, so he's got an old school handheld pan. He broadcasts some information to you guys. Yeah, you can just apply here. Yeah, honestly, it's an all right gig. I mean, most people tip. Hey, it's sometimes in a day I'll make more in tips than I do from the establishment. It's not bad. Security. I mean, they got me. They got a couple more guys that we trade off. Full-time job, They got security here at night. They got some really expensive food in those lockers, man. From what I understand, they had one break-in where they lost like hundreds of thousands of new yen in just one night from people just stealing the meat. After that, they've got on-site
crazy.
security. So I think they're hiring for that. If you don't mind the late shift.
No, not at all. And
Not at all,
I'm always
no.
willing to pick up shifts. If someone calls in sick, you call me, I come in. I need the money.
You guys are successfully, this guy's taking this opportunity to have a smoke break. Looks like there's a lull in customers, and you're the perfect excuse for him to get off a stool, stretch his legs, and have a smoke. So he is distracted. Techno G, you wander over to the
Yes.
van. Looking at it, looks like, just looking at it from the outside, you've got a good idea that this is just an off-the-shelf van. It's got some basic security. It's probably got a small dog brain. So you know that it does have a security system. Not much of one, but it has one that you'll need to bypass.
All right, well, let's get to that. Real easy for me.
Yep.
He says, hopefully. What is that for me?
In this case, it's kind of more of a mechanical hacking job. It's got like a keypad on the outside. If this is a factory model, you kind of know that there's a key sequence that you can put in to override. So do you have any basic kind of mechanical hacking aptitude, a skill of some sort?
Yeah. Let's see.
Jury rig would do it.
I'm not jumped in because I'm not.
You're not
jacked into the vehicle yet. I'm born digital, so I can roll craft to
Yeah.
rock and roll or stay frosty.
Yet.
Yep.
Either of those would work. I would also accept jury rig because you're basically. You know,
yeah, jury rig right there. There we go. I'll do that one. Jury rig. I need a 10. Okay. Haha, an 11.
Okay. You get what you want. So you bypass the security system. You open a door. You going for passenger, drivers, or back door?
The door that is not in direct eyesight
Back door.
to.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay, the back door.
Okay.
Yep, go in the back door.
Racks of cleaning chemicals on the left. There's some like floor scrubbers, some tools on the right. Looks like there's the
I
lunchbox
just start
here.
scanning everything with my cyber eye so
Yeah.
that I have a video record
Okay.
of what's all in here.
Sure. The thing that does draw your eye is that somebody had an old school pan, like a hand unit that they just left on the passenger seat.
Ooh, sweet. I swap it for Scout's old.
Well, there's they don't look exactly alike or anything. Scouts was a
I
you,
wouldn't notice.
you bought the burner phone off the Walmart rack sort of thing, and this is a bit more high end.
That would have been great.
You guys did promise me a high-end phone. I do remember
We
that.
got you that big one, don't you remember? I had a prop for it and everything. It looks like this. It's right here. This is your current pan, right here.
Size
No, I
just
want a
right for
high-end
your
phone.
hands.
We knew you had big hands, so you needed a big button, a big button pan.
Nice.
All right. I will hack into the pan.
Okay. Go for it. So
What the-
yeah, you need to get into the system. So you should have a particular skill for that.
I've got a program. I think that will help. Nope. Exploitation.
Okay.
At times, one just needs access. This is like the backstage pass for non-cyber systems.
Mhm.
Flash it, flip it, slap it down, and door shall open is what I wrote. May reroll 2 dice on non-cyber combat hacking test. Okay, so I can reroll 2 dice if need be. So then this will be just, you want a jury rig or a...
No, I think I want a. Let's see. Do you have just a basic skill to get into a system?
I should have one of those, you'd think, huh? Autonomous mode, invincible, jumped in. Let me look in the...
Yeah, it's just born digital. You can just roll that.
All right, born
roll
digital.
plus craft.
Born digital. Oh, craft. All right, yeah. Here we go.
A
Oh, and
9.
I can-
It's partial success. Okay, so
But
I mean, you
can
get in.
re-roll. I get to re-roll the
Oh yeah,
2 dice. One's a 6 and one's a 1, so I'm only going to roll
sure.
the 1.
Go for it.
What's the command? Oh, here it is. What? The slash R? 6. All right, so then
10.
that's a 10 plus
Success,
2.
okay.
That's a 12.
Yes, great success. You get in. Basically, it's a company system. It's actually not registered to any one employee, although the unit
Ooh.
itself is tagged with a number. So it gives the itinerary of what this person should be doing today. Nothing that's going to help you with the pyramid, but it does give you a backdoor into their scheduling system.
Right. Excellent. All right, no personal information on that one.
No, because it's not a personal unit. It's just a company. Yeah.
Sure. Anything else? Chemicals. You said there's chemicals.
Tools.
Tools,
Cleaning tools.
outfits.
No outfits.
Jump us. No jump us. I want to. Oh, this will be good. Next thing I need to do then is to hack the van and dog brain itself.
All right, you don't have to hack it. If you have access to the inside, you can just plug straight in.
Sure. I want to plug in and. I lost that one. All right. I basically want to be able to have remote access to this van.
Okay.
Later.
Well, just plugging in, you find some interesting things. They tag their vehicles with just basically a code pulse, which you can copy.
Mm-hmm.
And it's pretty simplistic. You think by adding a number or subtracting a number from the last digits of that code, that's just a different van. So like security is pretty lax. So you get that. It's basically a beacon that the van gives out, and that's how they get through the security clearance. You copy that. And the other thing you want to do is to be able to remote control the van.
Yeah.
Okay. For that, let's have you do...
Jury rig?
Yeah, this would be a jury rig, something that you can exploit later.
Right. Okay. Go to moves. Jury rig.
Not a
Oh,
problem.
another success.
You copy down everything that you need to gain control of this. Its range is fairly short, though. You've only got like within half a mile you have to be within half a mile to gain control of it and direct it. So you got that. I'm going to say you've been in there for several minutes now.
Mm-hmm.
Ivan, he's got just a few minutes left before the silent spell goes down.
Yeah, at that point, I think I've got everything I can out of here, so I'm going to slip back out the back door, put everything back, because remember I took a video record, so put everything back where it was, close the door, and then sneak back into our van. Casually walk back into our van.
Okay. Silent spell drops.
'Cause I'm invisible,
And you didn't set off any alarms, so everything's pretty casual. Back at the front, the bouncer's like he sees some customers coming up. He's like, he throws a cigarette, kind of hides it real quick. He hands you guys a couple of basically coupons. He's like, here, 50% off. I get these all the time, and I can't eat seafood. That stuff just tears up my gut.
Yeah,
Thank you,
this is
man.
great. But do you have applications or something?
He already beamed
I
you all the
desperately
he
need
beamed
a
you
new
all the
job.
information to your pans.
I'll explain how to do it. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Do you have paper?
Nope. Paper? What? How old are you? Okay. We'll leave you to devices. Looks like you got some customers coming up, man. We appreciate all the time. You have a good one now.
Yeah, he just kind of casually waves at you as he greets the next group coming in.
That sounded promising. I might be able to get a new job.
I know, right? I kind of can we just screw the archaeology thing? Just get this job here? I gotta
Seriously.
start building the nest egg back up again.
Guy said he gets
we
great
can't.
tips. And he gets these
we
free
can't.
coupons?
I tell you, after we save Murlock, we come back here, we get these jobs, I think, right?
I just want you to pay attention because his job is obviously one with benefits. And I feel like, you describe yourself as an entrepreneur, but the benefits are lacking. When's the last time you gave me a
Right.
coupon, man?
You're not technically my employee, though. So, because if you were, you would be doing work. See? That's how that works.
How else am I on your bowling team?
You're on my bowling team because you were a friend of other friends of mine.
Yeah, but it's like a company team.
Nope, just a social group, man. Just a social group.
No.
Yeah.
Are you sure? Because I thought those guys all work for you.
Nope, man. They're just a bunch of friends, man. That's all.
No,
So
they
we're
used to
friends?
work for him in one of his businesses that failed.
They needed jobs afterwards, and so I gave them that job. Yeah, and it didn't fail so much; it was sabotaged by forces outside my control. It's
But if it was a social thing, that means that
Mhm.
you and I are friends, right?
We are indeed acquaintances. we do know one another.
But like, you have to be friends to be on the same bowling team, or employees. It's a company thing or it's a friend thing, right?
So you guys are
You're
opening
darn
the
right.
van.
We both have similar friends. That's correct.
You guys are opening the van as you're having this conversation. So Ivan and Techno are privy to it.
Aw, Gantu's got a new friend, Ivan.
It was so sweet.
too.
I will shoot all of you up right now. I have no qualms about it.
Well, then your van would have holes in it.
That's all right. I know how to fix it.
So, here's what I propose. I broke into their van. I can spoof the van's code. So we could there's a couple different ways we could go here. We could paint up this van to look like one of theirs. We could, or we could take remote control of this van and, I don't know, crash it and kill these guys and take their place. I mean, it doesn't have to be that drastic. We could just break it down and replace them and go into the archaeology as them. Or, we could break it down and then bust in and kill them all, which is my personal favorite.
They don't have anything against last two. I mean,
Can you put a fireball inside something, like from
They
outside?
can't just
Can you,
murder
look
people.
through? Shush,
I
we're not
think
talking
so.
about-
This is the real world. This isn't some sort of action movie with Liam Neeson.
Who?
Man,
You know,
you
the
just-
old film star.
he's so old.
I don't even know what film is.
You talk about paper before too. I don't know what is wrong with
Paper.
this guy.
Ew, hard copy. Gross.
God.
Hey, I can't give you shit on this one, Scout. Much of my training was done in paper.
You see? Yeah, paper is tried and true.
So wasteful. So, do we have any reason to think that they take this vehicle other places besides, right back to their fleet? Because if so, we could just, low jack the thing, follow them, and then jump them somewhere along the way. You don't gotta kill nobody, but we can just imprison them for a while.
It's been so long since we killed anyone.
I mean,
Well,
we could absolutely do
I mean, we've
arrest
never
if
killed
we have
anyone.
if we have
I
just
mean,
cause.
for us, Scout's done it far more recently than us.
Well, he is a cold-blooded murderer, according to the news.
Yeah, it's true.
But
Which
this
you're
true.
supposed to be fixing, by the way.
So
I am.
Techno,
It takes time.
Techno,
PR campaigns.
you know from the pan that they actually do have a scheduled work job after lunch.
Oh, oh yeah. Here it is.
There we go. Why don't we just head to that place and get there early if we want? Lay in wait,
Thunk him on the
Out.
heads.
bonk them on the head, keep
What's-
them in prison
hey-
in our cheese van for a while.
What's? I was about to ask what's the cheese. Never mind.
It does smell
Cheese
like
and walnuts.
particularly smelly French cheese right now.
Like
Just-
old gym
or
socks. that smell like
old
nacho
gym
chips.
socks, one of the two.
He's saying,
Where are they going? What's the next job there, Bert?
Yeah, it's actually in the suburbs close to here. It is basically they're doing pesticide. They're treating the lawn for insects and treating the inside for like ants and stuff like that.
Ooh.
I
We
have
could find a
idea.
new base of operations if we kill the people that live there.
Well, it wasn't going to go that far, but I was going to say we take their place, we go treat insects, and then we steal.
Everything in the house.
We don't steal. And like,
They,
there's
Right,
the
we
culvert
just
off
borrow.
is like gray
Yeah,
area,
we'll
but
take
we're
it
not
back
stealing
after the
anything,
job.
and we're definitely
return
not
it
killing
later.
anyone.
They're rich
Don't worry,
people.
man.
They're never even going to miss it.
We can't return. Like, we can make copies. of it,
Apparently,
so
they
we can
have
take pictures
a
of things.
lawn. I've never seen a house with a lawn before.
We're gonna take it, Scout, just so we can go make copies, and then we'll bring it back. No problem.
yes,
Especially if, like,
photocopy on the paper that
Okay.
you love so much.
We'll take
Xerox.
pictures on our pants.
like scanning 70s and 80s terms. We're gonna Xerox it.
So do we go to the site and we pose as the customers, and then jump them when they arrive, or do we go to the site? What are we thinking?
Do we
I lost
intercept
the
van
Wait,
before?
Here, hold on. Hold on. Gantu, I start reading off a list of chemicals. Can we mix these chemicals together and make like a knockout gas?
Can I do drop science or
Yes, you
something for
can.
that?
Yes, you can.
All right.
Because we could just do that in their van, and then they walk in the van and all pass out. That would be awesome.
Craft, I assume.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I'd actually have drop science. You got it. You
So
got
drop
it.
some
There we
science,
go.
gone too.
I am professional. Yeah, you put these two things together, you get some mustard gas. You put those two. You want to know what you get when you put that together. You don't want
So
to
let's put all four.
make sure you open the windows. You start
No,
mixing
no.
these together.
Because I'm like, like in my cyber, I'm just looking at the video. I'm like, well, all of that is in their van.
And if you dissolve, if you mix these three up, that'll just dissolve the flesh off any bone. No problem.
Like that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that one too. Let's do that one.
So we intercept van on the way there. We dissolve all the peoples inside the van. Go to
No,
place.
we citizens arrest with just cause.
We
have to find
citizens
something-
arrest all of their flesh into puddle.
Yeah, and then we just dump it down a sewer.
Down sewer it goes.
No, that's murder. That's murder, guys. We're better than that.
It's only murder if you get caught.
No, it's always murder.
No.
Is it though?
Murder's
Yeah,
murder's a
yeah,
technical
it's-
term. It's a law thing.
If
They're
only we had a
still dead
professional
because of
law
us.
enforcement official here that could answer this question. It's a shame.
I am.
I
I'm a
tell you
cop.
I think
what.
you are.
I'm
I
a
think
cop.
technically you're just an amateur now. I think that's what it is.
I think
It's just
that's
like a
it.
hobby for you.
No, I'm licensed. I have been through the training. I worked in the field.
So
I
the
am
radio
a
is playing in the
professional.
background, and as you're talking, Scout, news break. The former officer known as insert Scout's real name has continued
Kenneth
to
Clark.
elude law enforcement agencies. As a reminder, he is considered to be dangerous and armed. Current bounty on an information leading to the arrest of insert Scout's real name has now increased to 45,000 new yen.
Oh, that's interesting.
I've
You guys
engaged him, and I'll
acknowledge that
just
I'm a law
stop and
enforcement
turn and
officer.
look at him.
What's that divided by 3 now, Techno?
I might need a calculator for that. Got to.
Interesting. Hey,
They do
Scout, ask,
acknowledge I'm a law enforcement officer. Just
I'm
throwing
curious.
that out there. I am a
Is
professional.
You're also
Is
a wanted
eluding
murderer. it
capture-
says.
isn't like going on the run and eluding capture and stuff? Isn't that like illegal? Why have you turned
Well,
yourself
that's
in?
also crime.
Yeah, so is aiding
Yeah.
and abetting.
Yeah.
First of all,
Well,
and I
We've
didn't do anything
never
wrong.
said that we don't like, crime. It's you that
Yeah.
have said that.
I didn't do anything wrong.
You came
I mean-
to our yard to play ball. Now you're mad how we play ball.
Yeah. I don't know. I just feel like if you were as good a person and you cared about the law as much as you do, you would just go march and turn yourself in.
Yeah, take your ball and go home already.
That's right.
All right, let's drive there.
It's your
I like
house.
this.
God, I want to play this out.
Okay.
Because
How
I didn't
about
do
Just throw
anything
'em out
wrong.
the van.
The video evidence will prove it that you guys were murdering people in that parking garage. I did nothing.
There's no video evidence left.
there's no
doubt,
evidence?
man.
How about this?
There-
We make it more palatable to you. We won't murder them. We'll just unalive them.
No, no.
What if there's a terrible accident in their van and this chemical and this chemical and this chemical accidentally mix together and they all happen to be in the van when it happens and the doors are locked
What
and
if
they can't
I
get out?
accidentally shot you in the face with my shotgun? Would you be less dead?
Let's
Well,
find out.
this is all brand new flesh. I'd probably survive that.
That's true. That's true.
I think I'm still growing new stuff. Might be a third nipple going on in here now.
You're becoming man all over again.
So
I thought I
where
gonna
was
get
the
that one
place
piece back.
again?
In the
Where was the
suburbs.
place? I still think maybe us getting there first. It's the suburbs. Maybe we can lay a trap
can-
for them. Might be the best way.
We can do that because I
Go
can
with
control
that.
their van from a half mile away.
Yeah. Give
All
us
right.
plenty of time.
Let's go to jump site. While we're going there, I am going to need a little nap to recenter.
Okay.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
Gantu's driving. I'm going to take a nap too, I think. That was a lot of
Nap
acting I had to
time.
Y'all are making me grumpy.
do. You can take a nap too.
It's a good 15 minutes to the suburbs. So as you're driving
It's a
out
power
there,
nap.
Ivan, yeah, go ahead and center. Looks like you did. You guys arrive, and it's like a perfectly small, like quarter-acre manicured lawn, in which it's like a ranch-style brick one-story house. Looks very, it's not modern. Looks very like historical almost. Even has a fireplace chimney. You notice that it's got like a 2-car garage that's just kind of a drive-through, so like there's no door or anything, so you can see into it. No cars present. It actually looks like there's some lights on inside, but you're not seeing any kind of movement. The nearest neighbor is like a good mile away to the rear of this house.
Oh, fantastic. Let's just drive up as another cleaning crew doing another cleaning job at the house, Gantu.
Yeah, I mean, we could just maybe they double booked, right?
Yeah, if they're not there, they probably just don't want to see the help.
Okay.
You guys ever think we should like get a new shift or something? Like that? We should branch out. Try to diversify.
If it's not broke, why fix?
And also, we
just
are
saying,
diversified. We're Shadowrunners.
I'm just
I
saying.
used to have like a very diverse business portfolio until powers that be, Machiavelli style, like went and just undercut.
Have we not heard you bitch about this 1,000 times today? Like, we get it. You used to have companies, now you don't. It sucks. We move on. I'm just saying we can try new things. Maybe someday, instead of cleaning guys, maybe we'll be like construction guys, or maybe we'll do some drywall or some painting, We should
Look
just
at
try
these
new
arms.
things.
What kind of construction am I doing?
Yeah, I can't. The anxiety medicine I take gives me sensitivity to sunlight. I can't do construction.
Like,
Scout your emotional
support
do it.
animal.
I'm just saying, like, we don't actually clean either.
What, next we're going to be like
clean.
a Navy guy and a cop and a construction worker and some other
I'm just saying, let's
indigenous
shake
people.
it up a little bit. Let's have some fun with it. Like, if this is what we do, we should have some fun with it.
Wait,
So, Techno, question. Did you make a copy of the info that was on the pan?
Yeah, totally.
Okay. In which case, your pan kind of gives you an alert as you're walking up to the house. You have the security pass on your pan from what you copied, and it's wanting to send the code.
Oh. Yes.
hey, Bert, how often can I center?
As often as you like.
Okay. Can we say I centered at the start of the trip and then right before we got there?
Yeah, I think centering just takes a certain amount of time. So you had 15 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think you can do it again. You can also pause while everyone is out here bickering to do it again.
Okay.
So do you allow it to send the code?
Yes.
Okay. In which
And
case,
then I walk in and start making a sandwich while they're arguing.
Yeah. So yeah, the door just unlocks. The lights cycle to like a different color inside, and so like it's a really nice house. You don't see a lot of modern conveniences. Like it actually has an old stove, like you would cook meals on, and there's not a lot of like just looking around. It's kind of like it's like a historical setting almost. But what you do find is there's tacked to like a cork board, again, kind of anarchistic. There's a list. Apparently, the homeowners are going to be gone for the next couple of months. They have gotten the service of several people. There's a dog walker that's supposed to be here later today. And so there's information on the feeding of the dog, how long to take it out. Pest control people have been given information as to where they need to spray. The dog is being kept in a room right now because of the spraying. So this whole list of what's going to be going on for different people they've paid to maintain their place while they're gone.
Huh. I'm going to change my clothes and make a sandwich.
Okay.
If Techno is talking about sandwich, I join.
Oh yeah. They got like. They get one of these fast freeze fridges that keeps everything like frozen until you thaw it. This other unit, and it's like food stays forever basically.
Before I do any of that, I start looking for cameras and a security system so that I can install Scrubber Dubstepper to wipe out all of our tracks.
Okay. I'm just going to let you do that because yes, of course they have a security system, but it's not hardened. They don't expect hackers to actually be in their house, and you can just plug in and fix it.
I'm like, and then over the comms, you guys hear, "Oh my god, I haven't had real bread in forever."
I think they have dog. Yes, maybe we take some of this lunch meat and maybe we have dog.
Can I yell
Not-
biscuit
not
really
to eat.
loud?
You
Are you
say
on
we?
speakers?
You want us to eat the dog? Is
No,
that what
do
you
not
said?
eat. We have pet. We have new friend. I'm going to name it Scout too.
I thought we already had a pet.
Scout too. We could just name it Scout, and we could change Scout's name to Scout too.
I'm just saying, like maybe traveling folk band, or you know,
Wait, I thought we had rules like no kids, no dogs, no women on this crew.
No, that's not. Why would we say
This-
no
this
dogs?
has been
Why
a
would we
different
say
crew.
no
I don't
think
women?
so.
Different crew I was on.
I like Gantu, but not like that.
Yeah.
I just meant on the cruise ship.
Fruit.
Oh,
Okay.
what-
Anyway,
what are we going?
how much time
The
do we
crew
got before the
apostrophe
other
ship?
cleaning crew shows up?
About half an hour.
Another sandwich or
Okay.
two.
Well, should we hide our vehicle so that they can come inside, and when they come inside, we just wallop them good?
Yeah. Let's sing the
That's what I'm
dog out of
thinking.
them.
Hey, Scout, why don't you go practice some, what are those things called? Valet services? You wouldn't want to try something new. Why don't you go drive the car and hide somewhere, and then you just huff it on back here?
well, I mean, like pilots. You know, they have the uniforms and everything. People give them respect. They
There you
never
go.
look
Here's
twice
the
at 'em.
keys.
Van pilot is just called driver.
I like van pilot. Scout, you are now dubbed the van pilot of group.
All right, I'm gonna go park the car.
What kind of
Alright.
dog do they have?
Well, first of all, Scout, two things you can do. You could just drive the car through the carport and then park it behind the house so it's not immediately seen, but obvious as soon as they get out and start spraying
How
the
much
lawn.
clearance does the carport have compared to our van?
Plenty. It's a 2-car carport. Like, you can have 2 cars in here. But there's no, you can't
No, I
close
mean like
it. It's
height
open.
clearance.
Oh, height clearance? Couple feet.
So like I'm not gonna be like opening it like a can opener.
No. And again, it's open to the air on both ends. You can't. So, like, if you just park it in the carport, it will be immediately obvious. But you
Okay,
can
I'll be-
drive through the carport and park it behind the house so that you can't immediately see it. Or you can drive about a mile and park it on the street.
No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. We'll do the carport.
All right. So you're going to go through the carport and park it behind the house. Okay.
And for the record, I'm keeping the keys. I'm not giving them back to Gantu.
There's no keys.
There ain't keys. What do you? Oh, they're made
Zero-
of paper. What?
Yeah, you get a Xerox a copy of the keys.
The
I just
dog.
just gave him some keys just to keep him busy.
The dog actually is a real dog and not a mechanical substitute. It looks a lot like Lassie. It's a, what is that, a collie?
Oh,
Collie?
Yeah. It's a big
Wow.
dog.
Yeah.
It is patiently awaiting someone to let it out. Its eye, it kind of perks up as it hears you approaching the door.
Oh, I'm gonna find its leash, and I've got some sandwich meat in my hand, and this dog and I, Scout and I, are now best friends.
Yeah. It's actually
What's
a very
that, Scout? Timmy
well-behaved
Fallon
dog.
Doyle?
It's probably a show dog considering how glossy its coat is and how, like genetically perfect it seems to its species. You walk into the room and yes, you see best of breed trophies all over the place. It actually sits up on its back legs and puts its hand out as if to shake your hand.
Oh my gosh, Scout, are you the Scout number 2? Are you taking notes?
Have I?
He's
have I
outside
he's
with
outside.
the van. He's outside with the
okay.
van, Ivan.
Yeah, so incredibly
Yeah, that
well-behaved
joke fell
dog,
flat. Good
very
for you.
friendly. Looks like it's been well trained as well.
So like the complete opposite of the previous Scout. Got it.
Right.
Okay, I'm stealing this dog.
Just change the other one to Scott. So now we've got Scout and Scott.
So
Scout
you
does
said
have
you
a
grabbed its
conscience, but
leash.
he will snap and murder.
Yeah,
you.
I'll grab its
Just throwing
leash,
that
some
out there.
meat, take it out back real quick while Gantu gets his trap set up.
Sure.
Yeah.
And Techno, you said you just went into closest wardrobe and just picked some clothes out and changed your clothes.
Yeah, do I
Yeah,
look like
alright.
a pro golfer?
Yeah. It's probably as casual, so it's like cargo pants and like a Hawaiian shirt.
Oh my
How
gosh,
do I look?
you look amazing. I want to be these people now.
I
Well,
kind
we
of
can
envision
be.
you wearing that in the first place.
I'm wearing me? Usually just wearing like a mechanic's overall, except they got shot to pieces.
Yep.
I had
I
a nice
envisioned
leather
you as
bag.
like the Dennis Nedry of hackers in Shadowrun.
So other than the security system and a pretty nice entertainment system, they look to be pretty, almost like Luddites. They don't have a lot of technology. Everything is, again, like almost museum quality from the year 2000 or so.
Oh my God, do they have a paper magazine or something?
They actually do have magazines, but they're displayed on the walls inside of the glass cases.
Scott, I found your paper. It's over here on the wall.
Am I still outside?
You're coming in as he sings.
We have comms.
All right, you say Scott, and I look behind me.
Yeah, all right, guys. So that's 15 minutes worth of time. Pest control should be arriving in the next 15. What's your play?
I don't know. Get on to?
I would like to assess some well placed, some hiding places and such where we might burst out and surprise on these folks. Places we might strategically hide
Well-
ourselves.
What if we could do it while they're separated? Right? Because one's supposed to pesticide, another one's supposed to do something in the house.
I mean that's gonna mean that you all are gonna have to take one or two. I can't be in five.
Why don't we
can-
just
places
let
at
them
I
in
can
the
do this.
house and we take the van? They probably
Yeah.
got spare uniforms.
They're going to run away. Listen.
Maybe.
I've got you.
They're
I
not
will
gonna run away if
pose.
we have their van.
I was already
I've-
in the van.
I've got the dog. When they show up, I'll go outside and say, "Hey, I'm Dog Walker Fireball."
No fireballs.
Do we-
No fireballs.
Do we want to do that outside or inside? Maybe you wait inside, and like you're getting the dog, and then they come inside, and then you take them
Okay.
out then.
Well, we don't
I-
want to
No,
burn
no,
this place
I'm
down.
on
This
board.
is our new base of operations.
Okay,
No
no
fireballs.
fireball.
Yep.
You got it.
And I get, I
No
said the
fire.
closest neighbor was about a mile away, so there's not a lot in the
Yeah.
way of witness after you've turned off the security system.
Okay,
Yeah.
I've got you. I will pose as Dog Walker, be the the whatever you call. I'll be like, "Hey, I'm Dog Walker." They'll be distracted, and then we'll
Pretty sure it's called
Flop 'em
dog
on the
walker.
head.
unalive them.
Yeah.
Right. Perfect.
Okay.
Okay.
It's good he wasn't listening, so he's out on that one.
Sorry.
He knows what to do.
Okay.
He is a former law enforcement. He knows how to get into a script.
Citizens arrest. That's what we decided. Yes.
So the rest of you hiding or
Citizens
just gonna
arrest.
wait inside?
I'm gonna hide. I wanna find a hiding space.
I'm gonna sit in the kitchen with their coffee maker.
Yeah, I mean, there's plenty of places you could hide. There's
Yeah.
closets all over the place, and just nice furniture you can just duck behind, etc. So Ivan, you're just gonna pose as a dog walker and meet them outside.
No, I'm going to be inside. So
Inside.
when they come inside, I'll be like, "Oh, just picking up the dog."
Okay.
And
Uh,
then,
Yeah. So
I'm gonna be in the same hiding spot as Gonto.
You're
I'm
both in a closet.
I am a very tiny vent that he can't fit in.
no room,
Scoot
Scout.
over.
No room. So the van shows up outside, very punctual, like to the minute. All five guys coming out. One of them is wiping, checking the mirror to make sure he's got all the food off his face as he comes up. And one of them's got that device, that pan that you saw, Techno, and he comes up to the door. You guys hear the locks disengage. Looks like they're breaking up. Two of them are going inside. Three of them are going outside. The ones on the outside have big tanks on their backs. And then Ivan, you're front and center. So the guy in the lead. Now you didn't change your clothes. At least I didn't
no.
hear you change your clothes,
No.
right? So the guy in the lead's like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you guys were on vacation. My apologies. We're here for the
no, I-
cleaning."
yeah, I saw a note on board. I am Dog Walker. Schedule shifted. Nice to meet you. My name is Ivan. I'll reach my hand out to shake his hand.
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as I do, I'm going to go ahead and just kick off my knockout spell.
Okay, go for it. So there were two that came inside. So you shook one of their
I'm so
hands.
proud of
Okay.
you.
Yeah.
Ganser will be leaping at the other one then.
Okay.
Yep. So I'm going to knock out one. Knockout is. Hang on, I got to see what I need to roll. I should have this written down somewhere. Combat. So yeah. I'm going to roll combat.
Okay. What do you get on a
Can-
7 with that?
Partial success. Actually, can I use one of the? I'm going to use one of the captain's rerolls.
Okay.
See if I
Lord.
can. Okay.
There you go.
11. So that on a success, I get to deal 1d6 stun damage to everyone I'm touching. I'm just touching the one.
Sure. Go ahead and roll it. Oh,
5 points of stun.
that's enough to knock him right out. So he
Cool.
just drops. His friend doesn't know what's going on. He just saw, because unless that's not a flashy spell. So the guy just drops. He goes over. He's like, Irvin, what happened, Irvin? And this is where Gontu leaps.
Leaps out. My hammer fist right in the back of his head. So combat.
Oh my.
Yeah.
All right, do some damage.
Nice.
Okay. I like do damage again. I don't remember.
I think there's damage set for your arm if you look up your arm.
Under his
Oh, yeah.
I think I
equipment.
put it in there.
Yeah. So it's
A D6
what is it,
plus
1d6
2.
plus 2.
Oh my
8
god.
points of
Nice.
damage.
All right, so technically you killed this guy.
Yeah, dude.
Just punched right
The
through
thing
his
is-
skull. It's
the
like
thing is,
you're
though-
holding his dead body up off the floor with your hand through his mouth.
Bert, I actually killed both of them.
Oh.
Because I have the only thing faster is light. So, that's if I rocket roll, I guess.
Okay.
Like if I ever do on a 12 plus, I could deal my damage to a second target in range.
Oh.
'Cause I'm so fast. But no, it's all good. I
Yeah,
think
you.
I thought
Yeah.
it would be Ivan killing people here. I'm just so ashamed. So ashamed.
I'm just trying to knock him out. I'm not trying to kill him.
But you killed him.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, no, you can pull your punch if you didn't want to kill him, but that's definitely enough
No, I
damage to
don't.
have killed him.
Yeah, he's just a working guy. He's not some kind of evil son of a gun.
Yeah, so instead he's just dying.
Yeah, he's just forever
dying.
altered.
Everyone wait here. I'll get the others inside. What was the name he said? Irvin?
Irvin.
I
We'll
run
drag
out.
the bodies, by the way, out of immediate sight.
Yeah,
so
just
they're not
you just
visible.
pull them behind like the kitchen
Yeah.
island, so they're not
Yeah.
immediate.
Yeah.
When you hit him, did his head like just crack open?
If he chose not
Hmm.
to kill him, then no, but he is
Oh.
probably dying.
I'll
not dead yet.
Run outside real quick with the dog.
Yeah.
Hey, people, listen. Something happened to Irvin inside. I am dog walker. Come help. He's collapsed.
All right. I tell you what. Go ahead and let's see. Go ahead and make them sweat / seduce roll. That's basically your roll to convince someone to do something.
All right. Let me find make them sweat. Where is make them sweat? What is that under? Is that a basic?
You
Yep,
can just
there it
roll
is.
plus presence if you want. It is
Cool.
a basic.
Make them sweat. I got a 9, partial success.
Okay, I'm going to say since you gave them the fact that Irvin fell, that's the piece of information you had to give them. So like they're like, it's like, oh, and maybe one of his canisters. That stuff is, oh man. They actually put rebreathers on, and they all run inside. So 3 guys run in. Gontu, I assume that you duck down again after this.
Mhm. Yeah.
Techno G, where are you inside the house, and this is all going on?
Sitting in the kitchen eating and trying to figure out their coffee maker.
Okay. All right. So yeah,
Because
these
if
3
somebody
guys,
came in the kitchen door, then I would shoot them.
yeah. So 3 guys come in and they look around. It's like, Irvin, Irvin. They say muffled through the respirators on their face. So they start looking around.
Can't hear you with that mask on.
The one in the rear turns around and yells at you, Ivan. Where is he? Where did he fall? The kitchen? He's in the kitchen.
In the kitchen. And as he's yelling at me, I'm going to walk up to him and just kind of poke him on the chest to do another knockout.
Okay.
So that's going to be another
Like I hear this in
illusion,
the
another presence roll.
At the kitchen.
Oh,
To miss. Yeah, so since you just described it as walking up and poking him, he's like, yeah, I know, he's in the kitchen, right.
Yeah,
So
kitchen.
he doesn't pick up on what you're doing. So everybody's heading
I
for the
would
kitchen.
like to pop up behind them, holding my shotgun,
Okay.
and call out, "Everyone, on your knees, hands behind your head."
All right. I believe as an officer, you have a
I
special
have hostage
ability.
negotiator. Yeah,
Yeah,
where I
that's
can,
not really what
roll
that
with-
does, though. But you should have something to
Negotiate
make
in
people...
dangerous situation.
Yes. Yeah, that'll do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
They turn around, and this is what they say. It's like, oh, man, it's that murderous ex-cop. So they all, they drop to the ground, Heads with a hand. They're like, come on, man. We all got kids and family. We got no beef with you. One of them's like, shh, he's a killer, man. Look at his eyes. He's crazy.
Just stay quiet. Nothing will happen to you. You'll get to be home to your kids. You're on your knees. Go onto your belly. Cross your legs.
One of them's kind of like just freaking out. He's like, no, man. I heard this is his MO, man. He gets you calm and he blows your head off when you're on the ground. I ain't going out that way. I ain't going out that way.
I heard that too. Just a random voice from the kitchen.
Right.
He cut off my arms and legs. I'm in the kitchen. He was eating one of them.
Oh, it hurts so bad. That shot hurts.
That was a phenomenal roll, though. So, yeah, one of them is just completely terrified. The others are absolutely obeying, laying on the ground, face down.
The one that's terrified did not get on the ground.
He's on his knees, and he's trembling. He's like, he wants to, but he thinks you're just going to blow his head off. But he's like, he's subdued, though.
Shoot him in the tanks.
I'm going to go ahead and give him a gentle kick forward to knock him off balance so he goes on his stomach.
Sure.
And then just rest a foot on his back.
Okay. He's like, Irene, I really don't love you, but I guess I'm supposed to say I love you here at the end. I mean, our son's a complete ass, and I really hated our time together, but...
Boy, I wish I couldn't hear him through the mask.
Ivan, you got tape, zip ties. What do you got?
I got fireball.
Gantu, you got tape, zip ties. What do you got?
Techno G, there is some string in the kitchen that's used to truss up your game animal while you're cooking it.
Sure.
So,
I hear him asking everyone. I'm like, I've got an Ares Predator 5. There's some rope in here too.
Yeah, I'm sure we have something in the van.
They're in uniform, right?
Yeah, you find stuff, bind them all up.
Hey, strip him.
Oh my God, he's got a crew. He's got a crew. He's like a professional murderer. Ah.
Okay, listen.
Take all your stuff off so we can liquefy you.
Listen. You go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna listen, friends. I need you all to do me a favor. Shut the fuck up. Here's what's going to happen. You're going to give us your outfits, and we're going to steal your van. In exchange for you lying low for the next 4 days, they'll go out there and live in the fucking woods. I do not care. We will let you live. Do we have a deal? Or do I let my Boy Scout here blow you to bits?
Yeah, they all nod. The one that was frightened is like, my outfit's slightly soiled, sir.
Luckily, you are cleaning crew, so you're going to clean shit out of outfit before we put on Scout.
All right. Yeah, so they all nod.
All right.
Yeah, they start stripping. They, get out of their jumpsuits.
I want to move up
tie their hands.
Yeah, I want to move up to Ganto. So are we icing these fuckers, or are we giving them chance to live?
I want to see him liquefied.
I can go either way with it. We can just get Techno G to get all their personal details. They just mentioned they had families and kids, so we get all that kind of stuff. Just threaten them over and over again.
They have pans on them.
Yep.
I'll just grab all the pans.
Okay.
Yeah.
Start scanning them.
Yeah.
When they're stripped, I'm going to.
Irene's cute. You don't love her?
She's a complete bitch, man.
No.
Shove them all in the same closet together.
I mean, it would be awful if you went to my house and murdered my family. Just awful.
See, Scott, we should kill him. He's a terrible person. Can we just liquefy him?
Just to send a message to the others that we're serious.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, I was really on board with, I was all on board for murder. Then they said, oh, we have family and kids. I'm like, I do not want to make more orphans that we have to kill later. But now you say
you guys, we're not killing you. You're all going in the closet. We're going to
It's
set
not
a
an
timer
orphan
for 10
if you
minutes.
off him.
When you hear that alarm, but not a second before, you may come out of the closet. And like Ivan said, you just go get a hotel for 4 days, have a long weekend, go to the beach, whatever you want to do. And then you go home on the 5th day.
we do have all of your information. So if, you don't stay hidden those 4 days, then
we'll
we are,
liquefy you
while you're alive.
with this chemical, and this chemical mixed together.
Yes,
But
we are
don't worry,
going.
your families are safe. We don't do that kind of thing.
One of them kind of nods when you list off the chemicals. He's like, that checks out.
I do want to point out, though, if you rat us out, after we liquefy you inch by inch, then we're going to do same to family. Or not, depending on how you like your family.
And one guy got hopeful for a minute. He's like, oh.
No,
You,
we're not
your
doing anything with
family,
families.
we are
Families
giving
are
them
fine.
money if you talk.
Anything but that. Right, you seem to have convinced them. You got all the information off their pans, which were, very basic protection on it, so no big deal. You pulled all
Erase
the
your
information.
browsing history, man. We're into some weird stuff.
Send me links.
Okay. Also, this other guy literally looked up how to kill my wife secretly. Dude, come on.
Oh man, Scout, you know all
What's
about that, right? You looked that stuff up, right?
Yeah.
What-
Scout can
what-
tell him.
Wait, what's a browsing history?
Oh, okay. All right. It's the paper that you leave in your wastebasket when you're done writing.
Because you wrote down all the URLs you visited.
I do
With
I
your
do have
passwords and
sticky notes
usernames.
that I keep track of my favorite websites. Yeah,
So Scout, you said 10 minutes or 15 minutes. What was the timer you gave?
10 minutes.
So I want to make a big play of like, okay, guess we're leaving now, and then I want to stay here, and I want to see if any of them come out early, and if they do, then we'll just waste them.
Okay.
We're not killing these guys.
They're not good people.
The same guy that wanted you to off his family after like 8 minutes, he says, I know you're still there. This closet's got slits on the outside. I can see you pretty clearly. We're not
I'm
coming
still in
out.
the kitchen eating.
While we're waiting, I'm going to center again.
All right.
Oh, cool.
All right, we're setting the timer now. We're leaving now. All right, you have 10 minutes from now,
Right.
and I'm gonna take one of their pans and actually set a timer on there and just leave it on the floor.
Okay. As you're leaving, the
leave
one
their-
guy's mumbling, my address is
Well, their
1602.
pans are disconnected from everything, so.
They have real equipment. I go set timer on microwave.
With what are the chemical canisters inside it?
Ooh.
10 minutes should do it.
All right, so you guys have 2 timers then. They'll both go off at the same time. You'll be fine. Make sure one of them will be working.
All right. Do you leave this time? Or just
Yes.
get out of view?
This is our
I
new
have the
base.
keys. We have to leave.
All
I
right.
gotta change my clothes.
I could turn us all invisible and we could wait and see what happens.
Just
Uh,
saying,
leave.
Scout. If we leave and then they go turn us in, it would be wrong of us not to then go kill their families. Are you okay with that?
No, it would be wrong to kill families, even
No,
if
that
they
would
turn
make us
in.
liars. And I
We,
just-
yeah,
I just-
we made a deal with them. Right, guys? We made a deal with you.
We're
Do you
not
le-
killing your families.
Kill your
that's
families.
not a deal. That's
No,
not a
that
real
was the deal.
thing.
Say
That was the
that.
deal
We have
with it.
9 minutes, guys. We need to go. Let's go.
No, we got time.
I'm going to turn myself invisible.
All right, go ahead. Cast it.
Where's the dog now, Ivan?
Invisible with Ivan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Or
the dog
actually,
and-
an
oh,
invisible dog walker. Okay. So you wanted to just check to see if they actually come out.
Yeah.
All right. 10 minutes passes, the alarm goes off, and they just stay in there. They look like it seems like they're too afraid to come out.
Okay, we're good. I'll leave uninvisible the dog and I.
Okay.
Glad you mentioned that. That cost me 2 extra essence.
Yeah, so you've got their van, you have their jumpsuits.
And their pans. One's got an alarm set on it for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
It's like,
Gontu, you're gonna
I-
have to bring in your sum since you're kind of a shorter guy. So it'll fit you, but you're gonna have to roll up the sleeves and stuff and do some hemming to make it look professional. You're
fair
used to
enough.
that.
Oh, yeah.
all right, let's go wash some windows, boys.
Bunch of ableist pieces.
Right.
What's their next job?
This is it. This is it for the day.
Oh, they're done for the day. Oh,
Yeah.
good. So then, what's their next job at the arcology?
This is it. They're clocked for the day after this.
But I mean, when is their arcology job?
This group doesn't have an arcology job.
Oh, okay.
This gets us into the place.
Right, right. I know.
Or
We just wander around.
idea, what if we use this van to get into the cleaning company's compound, and then you do your hacky, and then you put this van on the job to go to the arcology?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, there
that should be
you go.
easy enough.
That's
I
good
already know
thinking.
its code, its tag.
Yep.
So we can do that.
All right,
Let's
so
do
that's what you do. You guys drive off. Yeah, you guys pass through the security perimeter just fine. You see that there's like an opening in the garage area, so you go there. Your van keys everything open. You pull in. There's a guy there at the clipboard as you jump out, and he doesn't look at you guys at first. He's like, back from the pesticide run, huh? A nice house, man. Wish I could afford something like that. And then he looks up. He's like, wait, you're not.
Oh,
Yes, we are.
I'm just. Oh, okay. If you want to punch him out, I was just gonna go pat him on the face and give him another knockout. But
Well, you don't want me to punch anybody out. I'll do like -2 damage.
Nah, hang on. We're new here, man. There ain't no reason to get all uppity. You know, maybe got your numbers in twist or something like that. But yeah. We just started on up.
Okay, you have a face ability to allow you to blend in and
Yeah,
or convince
chameleon.
people.
Just so like, yeah, like I could do chameleon if you want, or I can do fast talk.
Do the
Either
fast
one.
talk first
Chameleon.
because he knows who he sent out, and you're not who's
Okay.
returning.
All right. Boom.
He's like, yeah. Did you swap places with Irwin and his crew?
Yeah.
I mean, that's who
yeah,
got the
I don't know,
job?
something.
Irving.
Yeah, he got all sick. They were eating lunch over at such and such the place we went to. They got all
Highline.
sick on some kind of like
Yeah.
high line on some kind of I don't know, like a fish thing. Everyone's got like the diarrhea or something.
He
So,
looks kind of white, and he pulls out from his pockets a couple of coupons. He's like, oh man, yeah, the execs just gave us these free lunch coupons. Oh man, I'm glad you
Definitely-
told me. I was gonna go right after my
That
shift.
lobster tail. Mm-mm.
He buys it. He's like, okay, well, just sign off here.
Yeah, no
He-
problem.
Digital pad. He turns around to you.
I mean, I got a fake sim, so
Right.
I'll go ahead and...
Yeah.
All right. Well, definitely homemade meal tonight.
Yeah.
Something.
Cool. Well, I'll get the truck detailed. Well, this is the Irwin's crew's last shift today, so unless you're doing a double.
You know what? We're doing a double today. Yeah, for sure.
Oh, what other crew did you? He's looking again at his board. What other crew are you subbing for?
Oh, oh man, that funny-looking guy. I'm sorry, we're new. I don't know everyone's names yet. Funny-looking guy with the thing with the face.
George.
Yeah, George. That's it, George.
Yeah. What a
Yeah.
dick. Yeah. Okay. All right. What's his excuse this
Yeah.
time? Is he still drunk?
Yeah, he's still drunk.
All right.
You
all
know
right.
George,
all right.
man.
I'll shift some things around then. Okay. Here, you beam something over to the company pan. Who's holding the company pan? Probably Techno.
Yes.
Yeah. Simple job. It's just garbage removal. Looks like they got some equipment on the outside of the house they want removed as well. So you're gonna want to take the wrecker with you.
Yes, we will.
Got it.
All right. Yeah. He's like he goes on.
All right. Well, you have a good one.
So you're in the garage. I mean, you see like little guard stations over the place, but there's not really any guards in them. It looks like this guy is a functionary that comes in to make sure jobs are completed. If you look through the windows, you see several of them have terminals.
Terminals. Yes. I will check our schedule for the next couple days on this terminal here.
Okay, so like if you look up
Yeah.
Irwin's crew and George's crew is the one that's doing the outside cleaning this evening.
Ooh,
And
perfect.
2 days from now, it's also George's crew that's doing the floor waxing, buffing.
Scott, your name is George now, and you're a drunkard with a thing on your face.
Every time he calls me Scott, I look behind me.
Well, I don't want to confuse the dog.
Yeah, so in the
It's
system,
true.
the guy that greeted you outside, he's already switched the shift, so Irwin's crew is set to do both of these things now since you're taking over for George.
Perfect. Oh, we don't even have to hack into anything.
Make sure
Man,
you give
you
George
like-
something else so he doesn't get too, suspicious.
Give him the. What's the worst job we got coming up right now here? Sewer cleaning. Isn't there a sewer cleaning supposed to be done?
Stick George
Or
on
send him
the
to a
circle.
bar. We've got to do a bar cleaner. That'll keep him busy. Feed into his alcoholism.
Brutal.
All right. So you got your crew set up for 2 runs at the arcology.
All right.
Now
I'm gonna go
it's-
clean some windows today.
All right. So you. Okay, so you're going to go and do the rec job real quick, and then you're going to go and do the arcology job this evening as George's jobs were. So, we'll just gloss over the first one. You move some old cars that are blown up and do some trash cleaning. The second one, you have to there's this like double wide van that's got banks of drones in it. All the drones are equipped for with squeegees and soap streams and stuff like that. All the control rigs are there. There's like 25 of these drones. A 5-man crew can control them all. Of course, you're a 4-man crew now. But so you hop in the rig and you go report for duty. You pull right into like the entrance to the pyramid. Like the rest of Seattle was cleared for several city blocks around it, and this is now basically its own nation state. So as you're driving in, there's checkpoints with guards. Your van basically just puts out all the codes it needs to get in, and you find yourself at the base of the pyramid. There's a guard out there that does come by, physically inspect the inside to see who you say you are. You have the company pan, and so he's like, all right, Acme best. All right. Okay. You guys got your security? Yeah, okay. So as you pull out the pan, he scans it, gets all the security details, which has George's crew on it. Now, here's the thing. It does actually have the personal information of everybody on George's crew, and you're 1 man short, which is very obvious. But then the second thing is he pulls over his pad, and he's like, thumbprint, please.
George, thumbprint.
George, put your damn thumb on the thing. Wait,
Am I
where's
George?
George? Where the hell George
Wait,
go?
no, we're not George's crew. We're Irvin's crew, because George is drunk.
Oh, he looks at his information. It's like, yeah, we got down George's crew. And then he looks at your pan. Oh, last minute switch, huh? Well, I don't have your authorizations here. I don't have your IDs and prints. I'm going to have to pull those from home office. If you want to just wait here for a minute.
Sure. Start hacking into the home office
All right.
straight away.
All right, so I am going to need like a fast hacking roll to basically swap in your print information and attach it to Irvin's crew.
Yep.
I think there is a specific playbook move for like a fast. Yeah, just do a craft roll for Stay Frosty.
Okay.
That'll be good enough.
Ooh, experience point. Yay, but ooh.
Yep.
But that's a non-combat hacking thing,
Yes.
so I can re-roll 2 dice. I'm gonna re-roll both of those. Because that was a 3 and a 1. 6
Still got
plus 2
some.
is an 8.
Okay.
Ugh.
All right.
We
so
still got rerolls from the captain as well, I think.
yeah, you do.
All right. So then I guess I'll use one of those to re-roll the whole thing.
Same thing. You want to stay with that? Partial success.
But I can then re-roll those dice. Oh no,
Yeah.
that's a re-roll. Well, yeah, okay, yeah. Roll 2d6. For crying out loud, it's the exact same thing. That's ridiculous.
All right. Looks like you're stuck with
I'm stuck with an 8.
Stuck with an 8. Okay, so you're able to put it in, but it's not perfect. Like you're able to get the print in quick enough, but the descriptions don't quite pan out. So if they do a really intensive search
Sure.
or look, it's not going to stand up. But for something really quick, it will. The guy comes back and he's like, "Yeah, there was some kind of trouble with oh, here you hear his device ping. Oh, okay, here we go.
And the
yeah.
gear's getting old.
Print. Yep. So the prints all work, and he doesn't really look at the the video that comes up, which doesn't really match you guys at all. He just looks at the print, shows that it was accepted.
Okay.
He's like, "All right, I've got this logged as a 2-hour job. I'll give you 10. We'll call it 15 minutes to settle in, and then the timer stops. So you guys need to get back here in 2 hours 15. Okay?"
Set a timer for that, Scott. 2 hours 15 minutes.
Right. All right, you
I go
drive
over
in.
to Ivan. Is there another guy on the crew that you're like keeping invisible or something? Who is Scott?
Well, no, he's calling you Scott because I've named the dog Scout too.
He's calling me Scott?
When he says Scott, he means you.
He knows my name's not Scott, right?
He knows he's just being dick.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes
but,
sense.
I mean,
That lines up.
honestly,
That
though,
lines
you
up.
should consider changing it. I mean, it would
Were
be
you in
rude.
this conversation? I was talking to
I mean,
Ivan.
we're in a van. Like, we can
It
all
is.
hear each other.
Listen, it's not that, necessarily we have anything against you. We just don't want to confuse the dog. Do you know? This
Yeah, the
dog
dog's
is
still with you in the
precious.
back.
It's true.
I don't like dogs.
I hate
What?
you.
The dog looks at you and stares you down when you say you don't like dogs.
Eh, Listen, I'm not saying that I would ever considering feeding orc meat to dog, but today the thought is new in mind, and it's your fault.
You're welcome. I don't know how to respond to that statement. So
Okay.
maybe we should just move on.
So,
All right,
yeah, you
Scott.
guys are parked at the base of the pyramid. This double-wide truck is designed for the sides to come down, and then the drones shoot off, and you guys control it as it does its job on the pyramid. Again, 76 levels.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah,
Did you bring Bob?
72 floors.
I did bring Bob, yes. Like just in the rack, hanging out.
Okay. Now, here's the thing. Again, these were meant to be controlled by 5 people. There's only 4 of you. It's unlikely you're going to be able to get the job done. And
Wait a minute.
only one of
Hey.
you, Techno G, is actually
Raid.
really.
Whoa!
Oh, hey.
Raid!
Hey, thanks for that raid,
There we
Matt.
go.
Man, you should have been here raiding when we had pesticide things going on at the last scene.
As they threatened to kill people for no good reason.
No,
Yeah.
we were
We
gonna
had a
amplify
reason.
them.
Well, yeah,
The
murder
one
hope
dude
is-
guys
was a
are just
jerk.
cold-blooded
our way.
murderers.
Totally a jerk. That dude was a
I'm
jerk.
sorry, you're the only one wanted for murder here. I just.
Yeah.
It's true.
I
it's so
managed
strange.
to get all 3 of them restrained without hurting a single one. So I feel like I should get some credit here.
It's just no fun.
For
All right,
what,
so-
doing your job.
Here's
Even
the
the
deal,
broken
uh,
clock right twice.
Techno, unless you
Yes.
want to figure out how to jury rig it, you're really the only one capable of running these drones. The rest of you can
Totally.
try, but you
Totally
don't
gonna
have.
jury rig a whole bunch of it. Because then, like, I can pump commands into a dog brain in Bob, and then Bob can control a bunch of drones to do
Sure.
what they got to do.
Make me a jury rig test.
That's the jury
Hey,
rig.
Raiders, we are playing Shadowrun. We are using
Raiders.
a Powered by the Apocalypse system. So
We're gonna
yeah,
go Raiders.
yeah, that's what we are
Part
doing.
of the Covenant on some people, but Scott over there wouldn't let us.
Wow, look
Here's
at
a
that.
success.
Okay, you basically slave all the drones to your main drone, who parses out the order so that it's doing the job of 5 people. There you go. Actually, freeing up all of you. As
I
it's
turn around, I'm like, all right, the job will be done in 1 hour and 48 minutes.
still will take 2 hours, but yeah. Okay, guys. So you're at the base
But
of
now
the Az
Bob
Technology
is-
Pyramid.
Now Bob's sensor package is totally scanning the building while
Okay.
it's up there controlling all the drones. Sensor 3, tactical 1.
Right. So the thing you notice is there's a lot of glass on the pyramid, but it's one way. So like looking, you can't see into the rooms. But if you're from the inside, they can actually see out. But it's just one way. It is sealed up tight. Like your drone isn't seeing like any entrances and exits. Even its air conditioning system doesn't seem to have any obvious like outside filtration. It must be somewhere else that all the air is ported in and out. But this thing is sewn up tight. main entrance. At the bottom, there's visitor information that you've got to go through a whole bunch of security checks for. I guess, why don't pick one of you guys and go ahead and do me a check the scene, and let's see how that goes.
I'm busy jury rigging stuff.
Check
so
the
someone else do it.
situation. Yeah.
Second situation. I'll give it a roll.
Okay. Okay. So there you go. You can have one thing answered.
So what's my best access route?
So looking around, after you've noted that there's no air entrance or exits for its air handling system, and it must have it for something this large, you note that about a mile away there's a concrete bunker that has a whole bunch of blowers on the roof. So that's where all the intake and outtake of the air conditioning system must route to, which means there must be air tunnels in there.
Oh, that's good news.
Yeah, it ain't the sewers, so it's definitely a step up. But
My
we're
mind's
still
like,
going
knockout
intake,
gas.
outtake.
Okay.
I don't know if I have enough chemicals to get the entire arcology, but I like where your head's at.
I do.
Got a cleaning company.
I have a piece of information to share on this. One time at old job, we were doing barbecue next to the air intake of the building we were at. And the air intake took all that barbecue smell and distributed it amongst the entire building. So I'm just saying that if we're going to go in the air intake, we're going to need to give Scott a bath.
The dog does kind of smell.
And actually, Ivan,
No, that's Scout.
did you want to go astral and see what kind of magical protection they might have?
Since you asked the question, I absolutely do.
Just a gentle nudge from the GM to remind you things can be like that can be done.
So kind.
Partial success.
Okay. It is more difficult because the place is actually got a whole bunch of barriers set up. So like going through here, astral would be impossible for the most part. There are barriers everywhere. Like they've used growing vines and ivy to basically lace the buildings, which causes a physical barrier to anyone that's in the astral. But what you do get other than that is there are spirits roaming about the grounds. They do have guardian spirits.
Okay. I'll relay all that information. So we'll have many eyes on us, including invisible ones, when we finally make it in.
Now, are we looking to go in? We're not looking to go in tonight. Is this just information collection and then we go in 2 days, or do we want to actually go in today?
I think surveillance today. That was the plan originally. Was I was going to go be a drone operator, surveillance, and then we would go in 2 days.
Okay.
So,
I agree with that.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah. I also, now that we know we can get in through air vents, maybe we adjust our time.
Yeah, maybe we can go check that out tomorrow or later
Okay.
today.
Yeah, sounds good.
Totally gotta go back to that house that they had all kinds of stuff frozen to eat still.
Now the
They're
concrete
still there.
bunker is not again is not part of the pyramid structure, but it's still within the area that As Technology is claiming. So to get back in to check that out, you'll still have to figure out a way to get back through security.
Maybe we could make a back door while we're here tonight?
Sure.
Question mark.
Like a physical back door?
I am open to either that or the digital kind. Whatever.
Yeah, I vote digital.
Now that we're inside,
Mm-hmm.
technically, I want to very gently poke and prod the computer system a little bit.
Okay. So that go ahead and give me just a general check the situation.
Okay.
So you're checking all the Wi-Fi
Yes, another
signals.
experience point.
Okay.
So
So is that a 6 or an 8? Do you get a +2 when you're?
Check the situation.
It's not a combat situation, and it is a
It just
hacking
says-
move. So if you have something that gives you a bonus,
let's see. Born digital. Oh, I could rock and roll or stay frosty with the device.
Well, didn't you have
Add
something
your-
that gives you a +2 if you're not in a combat situation and you're doing hacking? I might be
Yeah,
misremembering.
that was I think that's one of my programs.
Okay.
Yeah. Exploitation.
Okay.
Well, exploitation lets me re-roll the 2 dice on non-cyber combat hacking tests.
Right, and that's not what this is. This is basically
Right.
just checking out the Wi-Fi signal. So are you going to take the miss, or do you want to use one of your rerolls? You got a bunch left. Rerolls are just 50
Yeah.
bits. So
All right. I'll just use the
Okay.
another reroll.
that's better.
Oh, it's one better.
Okay,
Okay.
so you had a particular. Well, one thing I'm just going to give you, and then I'm going to allow you to just choose one of the success rolls there.
Okay.
So the one thing I'm going to give you is there is no open Wi-Fi or connection here. Everything must be hardwired and internal.
Sure.
The only thing you're able to pick up on is there's the gateway to like As Technology's homepage, if you want to call it that. So like you could go, you can go into the net and you can go in and talk to, some kind of registry bot, but that's about it. Its systems are hardwired, locked down, not accessible unless you're inside the arcology.
Sure.
So you got to find an internal building to jack into.
Right. So we got to get inside.
Okay, and now you can ask one of the questions there if you'd like.
Well, what's my best access point to get into the system?
Any of the buildings must have communication with the central pyramid. So looking around, you've got some guard posts. You've got that concrete bunker about a mile away. There's some smaller, like Quonset hut style things on the campus. Like getting into any of these would likely allow you into their system
Okay.
and be
Right.
less secure.
Then I turn around to Gantu and Ivan, and I'm like, I need to get into one of the buildings, preferably
Right.
the closest
Now?
one. Well, if you want me to get into their system, yeah,
Okay.
we've got an hour and a half of this job left.
What other buildings are there besides the arcology?
So there are basically guard stations, guard posts. There's a few of these like Quonset hut, small structures. You don't know what's in them. They might just be machinery. They could just be, I mean, you really don't know what's in them. There's nothing on the outside that tells you what they are. They're like single story, not more than 20 feet structures. All of them look the same, kind of got this corrugated metal roofs on them.
We could do a classic. Hey, you guys got a bathroom here we can use with the guard posts while distraction get y'all into one of the corrugated roof ones.
All right, so you go to the guard and ask.
Yeah, that's what I'm.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like, well, I mean, your pass will get you into the front floor there if you want to use a nice ritzy bathroom. But if you just need something quick, he points to one of the small metal huts. That's what we use.
Oh, perfect. Thanks, man. Appreciate that.
I'm already strolling towards the front door.
Yeah, you guys got comms. That's fine.
Yeah, and you guys, yeah.
So the guard kind of does a buzzer thing, and the door to that hut opens.
I mean, it's good to check those out too.
Yep. So are you
Yeah,
going to go
I'll
into
go
the one
drop
that the
them.
door just opened on?
I'll go into the working man's bathroom.
Okay.
And Techno can go into the fancy one.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Well, Techno, if you're going to head towards the front entrance, then and Gantu, he buzzes open one of those small metal shacks, and it's not just a bathroom. You see like hammocks and cots. It looks like a small sentry station where they take breaks. Like there's a coffee table with, some snacks, coffee maker, that sort of thing. There's a bathroom and showers. A few of the guards look at you come in. They just kind of wave you off. It's like,
Yeah, I'll just tip my hat, and then I will go about the business of going to the bathroom, but trying to kind of gauge anything I can. Like if there's anything else I can get about them,
Right.
there, like if you say they're sentries, like what kind of weaponry they might have, or
Sure.
anything like that. That I
check
might
the
be able to get
situation.
a
Go ahead and give
feeling.
me a roll on that. And Gantu, or not Gantu, sorry, Techno, you're just going to go
Yep.
through the front entrance.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
front entrance is the
11.
reception area, and you come in, and immediately one of the guards points you off to the left. He's like, "That's servant area. You can use that." Yeah, right over there.
Perfect. Thank you very much, sir.
So how did you do? Gone to? Okay, yeah, three
Yeah.
questions asked.
So, where is my enemy most vulnerable?
Okay,
What is my biggest threat?
okay.
And what should I be on the lookout for here?
Most vulnerable, I'm going to give it to you as you see a roster hanging up, like an old style paper roster, telling you when the sentries go on and off duty at the front gates, along with names.
Okay.
You can snap a picture of that with your pan real quick if you want, so you'll have it.
Okay.
So that tells you, like, there is actually a point in time where there's almost a 5-minute window where certain of the guard stations are going to be empty or vulnerable. Second one was, what's the next question? Sorry.
Second one was, what is my
What's-
biggest threat?
They're all well armed. They all have personal communicators, and by the look of some of the mojo bags hanging off some of the bunks, they have combat mages.
Oh boy. Okay.
Okay.
All right. And then the last one was, what should I be on the lookout for here?
What you should be on the lookout for. The things that you can't see. Ivan's already told you that there are spirits running on or about, but with as many of these mojo bags as you've seen strung across the beds, they have a pretty... Their force is probably 50% combat mages, 50% straight soldiers, which means the combat mages probably have all kinds of invisible wards, guards, and that sort of thing, and can probably call on para-creatures. You're almost betting they have para-creatures.
Paracreatures. Okay. All right. Awesome.
All right, that's what you get. Techno G,
Thank
you're led off the left hallway, and it's still, even though this is like the servants area, there's a
Yes.
break room with all kinds of vending machines, and there's a really nice bathroom that has like showers and other things. You do see several places where you could plug in, but the area is fairly trafficked. There are people having breaks right now, eating at the tables. Some people are plugged into terminals themselves.
Do they have uniforms?
Yes.
Hmm.
Not all of them. Some of them look like office employees. Now, you have a jumpsuit on for
Right.
the Acme.
Well,
Acme's
and
best.
underneath I have the Hawaiian shirt and the cargo pants.
Okay. Nobody
gonna
looks
go-
that casual here. It's like they're either wearing business professional or they have suits.
In the shower area, is the shower area attached to the toilets?
Yeah. It's
All
all
right,
one area.
so are there lockers?
There
in the
are
shower
lockers.
area? Are they electronic locks?
They are.
Yes. Electronic lock. I'll just stick my finger in it like beep.
Yep. I won't even have you roll. I mean, it's very simple security. If you
Sure.
want a rifle or locker, what I do want you to do though is you kind of have to do this covertly, as there are people around.
Sure.
And you're just trying to blend in. Do you have any particular skill or talent at blending in? Otherwise, I'm going to have you do a stay frosty with presence.
No.
Yeah, most of
That's
those
not
are
my thing.
face skills, which you're not.
Yeah,
gonna
it's
have.
not my thing. All right,
Yep.
stay
So
frosty.
stay frosty with presence.
Will it? Oh, it'll ask. It says it'll ask, right? Oh yeah, there it is. Okay. Presents. Holy cow!
Oh man, that's bad.
That's really bad.
You gonna take it or are you gonna re-roll?
I think we gotta reroll that. This is gonna raise every alarm bell and get me murdered.
That's better.
Thank you, Captain Kyrian. You just saved my life.
What a maximized reroll.
No kidding.
So
Like,
with
that was terrible.
with
Here's
a 13,
full bar.
I'll let you tell me what's in the locker. Is it
Ah.
is it a just office casual business attire, or is it one of the suits like the professional like they've got polo shirts with their image on it and khaki pants that that passes for a uniform? Do you want a uniform or do you want business casual?
I want business casual.
Okay,
Like I'm a new IT guy. I'm not a head of anything whatsoever.
sure.
New IT guy. My name is Jake. State Farm.
Cool. The guy also apparently is not wired, as there is a physical pan here. It's one of the handheld units.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay.
Sounds hideous.
Yeah, so people watch you or see you, but you're acting very casual, like it belongs to you anyway. And you just go ahead and get dressed right there.
Right. Flash a smile. Hey,
Yep.
I'm the new IT guy. To tell everybody, I'm the new IT guy. I'm so happy.
Well,
I've
the
been
captain
looking at
apparently
jobs.
wants you to succeed at your run, as more bits just got thrown to the table. So you've got a nice set of business casual on. You got somebody's pan. What do you want to do?
I want to. So I've got all this, and I'm like, ooh, you know what? I should probably take a quick shower since there's a shower here. So
Okay.
I'm gonna
You smell like cheese and walnuts.
yeah.
And
Not
flop
what
sweat.
the-
Let's not
what the
forget
IT
flop
guy-
sweat.
You know what the IT guy should smell like. Yeah, I'm like, can't go into anybody's office smelling like that. So I'm gonna do a real quick scrub down
Yeah.
and then get dressed in this and stuff the hideous Hawaiian shirt and cargo pants in a trash, a recycle thing.
Okay. What do you do with the Acme suit or the onesie?
Oh, I put that into. He had a not a backpack, but a small carrying case that you would keep a laptop or
Yeah.
something in. I just kind of roll it up and stick it in there for now.
Okay.
So I have
Okay.
it in case. Yeah, so I'm so now I'm gonna go to the break room and be like beep 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 beep, into a terminal,
You're using up the this
He's
guy's
all
name is
his
Chuck.
credit.
You're using up Chuck's credit to get food and all right.
Yeah.
So you can
yeah, my name is Chuck.
you can jump in. Your pan gives you low level access. Chuck was apparently a receptionist, so he does have user and everything can log you in, but he has very limited access.
Sure, but that's way better because now I can dump exploitation into it.
Okay.
No,
So you're going to insert a program in.
Man, I want to put all my programs in. Let's start with. Yeah, let's start with exploitation because that gives me the backstage pass, basically.
Okay. So you're going to be inserting your programs in. I'm going to cut scenes for just a minute here.
Sure.
So
sure.
Gantu, you just did a
I'm
quick
gonna
run.
actually go use the facilities, much like Techno-G.
There you go. Gantu, you gone, use the facilities, popped out. Ivan and Scout, you're still pretending like you're running the bots, like you've got the control rigs out, which aren't really doing anything. But you're
Yeah, you
still...
can't download RAM on these.
Don't try to do anything. He got this all set up. Don't fuck with. Just sit there, look like you're twiddling the things on it, and don't.
I mean, I just want it to run faster.
No. I will fireball you.
I'm trying to help. I'm being
Oh
a team
my God.
player.
You're being team sphincter. Please do not touch.
Sphincter, dude calls me Scott every chance he gets. I'm just trying to make his stuff run better.
I am going to. Oh my gosh! I need to research how to make dog kibble out of orc meat.
All right, so you do have some security guys around you. Occasionally they'll wave as you're looking at them. Is there anything else you want to do? Again, you're kind of holding down the fort, pretending like you're the ones in control of the drones. Gantu, you're coming back out of the facilities about this time.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
and I'll fill them in on what I found, saw, all that kind of thing. Where's Techno?
He is not returned.
Okay. Any problems out here?
No, other than Scott here trying to download more RAM.
Not you two. Come on. It's just mean. It's just mean.
Listen, friend. Sometimes there's just yeah. We're old friends. Come on now. Like
Look at that.
sometimes you can't
I
put
knew
too
it.
much RAM in these things. I'm looking
That
at
makes sense.
Ivan, I'm
There has to be a limit
yeah,
somewhere.
friend.
Right?
Yeah, buddy, come on now, please don't
pal.
fuck up
I
Techno's hard
wasn't.
work.
I was just checking. I was just checking. You know, I'm trying to be better with technology.
Well,
You
let's
know
not
how-
do it on a
Yeah.
place where there's murdered ninjas coming out of the fucking
Sure.
woodwork.
And invisible spirit animal thingy creatures that are gonna like melt our faces. Also, you know how angry and cranky Techno's gonna get if you start messing with his setup.
That's true. I do not want
We're
to
gonna
hear
have
him
to
complain.
Oh God, it's the worst, isn't it?
It
That guy,
is.
I tell you, you know.
He's been making me cranky, so I'm not too worried about that.
Well,
Yeah. Well,
yes.
he's just intimidated by you because he knows that he's number 4 now on the team. you know?
Yes, he's not, doesn't have your skill set.
Yeah, that's all it is. He's just jealous, envious. You know.
I did get those guys restrained pretty darn quick today.
You did.
I did.
That
You
was a
did.
pretty good
You
job.
did.
That was a pretty good
I
job.
did.
Yeah.
Better than I could have ever done. No spell in my
Yeah.
spell book could have given us 3 of them.
Yeah,
Some
and
dude
how
like
messy
that.
would Fireball have been? It would have burned
Oh
the
my
place
God.
down.
That's true.
So
It's
you
true.
guys,
Yeah.
the probes are or the drones are finishing. They just are doing the last level now. They're coming back and roosting inside the truck. Scout, your alarm says you got 15 minutes. Techno's not back yet. Techno, you back with us?
Yep.
All right. So let's not make the rolls yet, but you dump your payloads inside the system.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And you're looking at your watch and you're showing you've got 15 minutes before you're due at the guard shack and get out of here to be out
Right.
clean. Right.
So
anything else you want to do?
I have Bob bring all the drones into the van, back into the van.
Okay.
So Gantu, Ivan, and Scout will see like the drones just start descending upon them. Dun, 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 dun.
I
Like
didn't
maybe
do it. I didn't download anything.
Accidentally squeegee Scout on the way by. And they start getting loaded in, and Bob will come down. So I've got everything done. So I'll kind of like grab up my snacks and be like, "Oh, I gotta get to my shift," and just run out of the break room.
Got a bunch of snacks in hand. All right. Right.
Run out of the break room and then head towards the van. How far is the van from the nearest guard shack?
From the nearest guard shack, it's not, but like maybe 100 feet or so. You're further away as you're in the first level of the pyramid, but you come running out. Now, here's the thing. You're dressed now like...
Well, that's why what I was trying to decide is if I should just throw the... I'm going to go into the bathroom and throw the... Like, unroll it, throw it over, and walk out.
Okay.
Take, like, I don't know, 3-4 minutes.
Okay. So 10 minutes. You guys are sweating it a little bit as you see Techno
Yep.
come up.
Come trucking in. I check all the drones, make sure all the drones made it. Bob, get in the van. Everybody get in the van. Let's go.
Yeah.
All right.
Got a little close there, Techno.
Head to the
Okay.
guard gate, and
Brought
you
snacks.
get there just in time. And the guard says, "Okay, great. Yeah, we got to do a search of the van and your persons before we let you leave. You've done this job before. You know it is." He asks
Sure,
all of you to
yeah.
get out of the van.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
All right.
Yeah. I hand
So-
some snack bags out to everybody. I'm like,
Oh my gosh. I love Takis.
So the guard mentions like, "Oh, you brought your dog with you. If you mind, I'm not going to write this up this time, but don't bring your dog next time. It's not been approved. That
because
could
we
be a
got
para animal."
the shift got switched real fast.
I couldn't find a dog sitter. I'm so
Sorry
sorry.
about that, man. I'm very sorry.
His name is Scout. He's very friendly. Watch, Scout. Up,
All right.
down, roll over. Not you. The Scout.
Not you, George. Irvin.
All right. I want everybody to go ahead and make me a roll for Stay Frosty.
Oh my gosh.
That's going to be on presence. As you guys are closely
Yes.
scrutinized, they're running wands over to you to see what and you can see on the other end of the wand, it's like an X-ray, right? They're checking out everything that you've got on you. So let me know if anybody fails.
That was me. I failed.
You fail. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Are you going to take the fail?
No, I totally get it.
You can. What I'm going to ask if you take the fail is just you let me know what shows that is suspicious. That's what the fail is going to be.
Uh, when they X-ray me, I still have Chuck's name badge on underneath
Yeah.
the thing. I'll take the fail.
Okay. Take the veil. Everybody else is cleared. They cleared the van. They do check the dog to make sure it's not a pair animal or it's got implants on it. Um, Ivan, actually, you're going to be next to it since you were saying the dog was friendly and you're seeing it do tricks. You notice on the scanner that the dog's chipped. It has basically a tracking unit on it.
Okay.
Yeah. So you know it shows up
Note
on
to
there.
self.
I
So
can fix that later.
they let everybody
you.
go, but they're holding Techno G, and the guard kind of reaches in and pulls out Chuck's name badge. And it's like, care to explain this?
Uh, it must have been in the bathroom when I dropped my, um, dropped my clothes so I could do. I had to get rid of some seafood I ate at lunch.
I told you not to go into the fancy bathroom.
Sorry. It must
it-
it must have magnetized to my clothes or got caught up in there. I'm sorry.
Make me a 2d6 roll. Just
I didn't
flat
notice.
2d6, no bonuses.
How many of these guards are here with us?
3,
Okay.
7. Well, he takes the badge, and one of the guards calls it in. And it's comes back and says, yeah, Chuck Epstein. Yeah, he's on premises still. Yeah, hold on. Yeah, it says his locker's missing some clothes, name badge. And so he covers up the receiver and talks to you, Techno G. He says, did you find clothes with that badge? How did you find the badge?
There was a guy coming out when I went in to that specific stall because all the other ones were full. Apparently, a lot of people had seafood for lunch.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, anything stolen? No, it's not an ID. It's just, generic name badge. Nothing. Yeah, okay. He signs off. He says, all right, you guys can go. I do have to file this as an incident with the corporation.
Sorry. Next time, I'll use the whatchamacallit thing.
He's like, yeah, it's fine. People have been saying they've been getting sick all day long today. Something they ate at lunch, I guess. Yeah, you guys are good to go. Yeah, they wave you through and you're out. So we're going to wind this down tonight since we're past time, but let me ask a question. When you submitted the changed paperwork and your prints and everything, it was a rush job, so I'm assuming, and you needed everybody's prints that went through, which means that Scout's real prints got put on file.
Yes. I mean, no.
So
Yes.
at the end of the session here, I'm telling you how far the doom meter is, which gives you an idea of like how, right? So the incident with Chuck, that does flag. So that's 1 up on the meter because something suspicious happened today. They're not sure what. A fugitive from justice's fingerprints just showed up on a scan today. That definitely brings it up by 1.
Nice.
And the fact that you didn't enforce silence on Irvin's crew means that could bring up something. So you guys are 3 on the track.
Told you we should have liquefied them.
Yep. Now there's possible things that you can do to bring that down. The track is 6 long, so that just gives you an idea of where you are starting the next mission. All right, guys?
Right.
Got it.
All right, let's go ahead and do a sign outs then. Chuck, what do you got?
Yeah, on Defenders, swing by twitch.tv/Defenders of Cobalt, 9 p.m. Central for all the things this week. So Wednesday, we're doing another episode 2, of our The Fallen Kingdom of Ruse Pathfinder 2 campaign. I catch Bert and Jeff over there. A lot of fun. Friday night, we're kicking off our second brand new Pathfinder campaign, The Saviors of Ruse, and that'll be at, once again, 9 p.m. And then Saturday over at twitch.tv/Goodman Games Official, we're going to be kicking off a little sneak preview of their recent Kickstarter, The Crypt of the Devil Lich. Bert will be hanging out with me over there, and we're going to have our guest player, Jordan the PH is Silent. So if you know him from YouTube, you can come watch me try to murder the crap out of his character on stream.
best way to
Oh,
do
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Christopher, what do you got?
You can find me here on Twitch at all the RPGs. I'm on summer hiatus until sometime next month because of work. But you can also find me tomorrow night on the Liching Hour. We're playing Blades in the Dark, and our crew is slowly growing influence. And then on Thursday night, also on the Liching Hour, I run the Swashbucklers. Things are coming to a head in that show. The season is about to end. Massive sea battle is going to take place. And then someone gets their revenge.
Nice.
Other than that, you find me here.
Jeff, what you got?
Yeah, I'm over at twitch.tv/the Lollygaggers. We play on Mondays, Fridays, and Saturdays. Tomorrow night, we're starting up a brand new game. We're playing Ultraviolet Grasslands using the kind of native system, CCAT. And you can catch both Bert and Chuck in that game. That'll be 9 p.m. Central. And then Friday, we normally play Delta Green, but this week we're going to do something a little different. So if you want to come check us out then. And on Saturday, we're playing Worlds Without Number.
Very nice. Steven.
Hey, I'm Steven. You can find me on Twitter at Steven the DM. And you need to tell these guys to put me in more games so I can be the butt of more jokes.
Very good. And if you found this haphazard channel, we are at twitch.tv/Steam Steel Murder. We do our things on Tuesday, First Edition Dungeons and Dragons. Friday is BX Dungeons and Dragons, and then Sundays rotating between the Shadowrun game and then just some other fun games. We've got a Gamma World Second Edition going on, and we've got a GURPS Traveler coming up soon. And I appear on some of these other folks' channels quite often, and the podcast at BlueMagic, BLUMAGIK.com. There's 11 plus years of audio goodness on there. Guys, thanks for hanging out. Do appreciate the lots of people that funneled in from the... Oh, where did they come in from? That was the official...
Free League. Matt
Free
brought
League.
him over.
Yeah, Matt.
Yeah, Free League.
Thanks a lot. Nice seeing everybody here. But we're going to say goodnight now. Have a good night, everyone.
Later.
Good night.
Good night.